Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a guy demanding that you buy bigger chairs for your house. He says you need to make sure you get chairs large enough to accommodate the largest person you've ever seen. If it can't hold them, don't buy it, he says. We're also going to be taking a look at several bonus clips, including one where somebody says skinny phobia isn't real, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. Caption at the top reads, "Thin people, are you listening?"
I'm gonna try not to cry when I say this to you.
Yeah.
Thin people.
Thin people.
When you're buying seats for your home, I want you to think of the fattest person you've ever seen.
Thank you.
I want you to think of the fattest, biggest, chunkiest motherfucker you've ever encountered. And I want you to think, if I had them over, would they enjoy this seat? And if the answer is no, I'd like you to skip it, thin people. Thin people, if you can hear me.
Okay, so if a chair isn't large enough to accommodate the largest person that I've ever seen, then I shouldn't have it in my house. It doesn't need to be just large enough to accommodate people that I know. It needs to be large enough to accommodate the biggest person that I've ever seen. I've seen some episodes of my 600-pound life. I have to literally get rid of this chair. Come on, man. All right, fine. So you propose, my good sir, that I get rid of this chair right here? Come on, man. It's got this nice cushion on it, and it doesn't have armrests. So you're saying that this particular chair is no... All right, whatever. It doesn't even have to be the biggest person I know. The biggest person I've ever seen in my life. Okay.
Thin people, if you can hear me right now, thin people. Thin people, your seats aren't working.
No.
And I'm not changing.
No.
I'm not gonna lose weight to come over.
No.
You need to get different chairs.
And I'm
Okay, so you're not going to change to come over. I need to change. I need to get different chairs in my house to accommodate you. I'm guessing you're not getting a lot of invites over to people's houses after this spiel.
I'll tell you something right now. Your little mid-century furniture that you purchased,
Yeah.
it's a hazard to me. I
It's antique and it cost a fortune.
will break your beautiful things.
Okay, well, I can see some people not inviting you guys over then. I will crush your grandma's antique couch. I will destroy the duvet. Oh, wait, no, that's a blanket, huh? That sounds like a fancy piece of furniture. I'm sorry, I'm so unsophisticated.
It doesn't mid-my...
More like, good God. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
She had their dining room table was so cute. It was a bench that has the seats attached to the table, so you can't move the bench out.
What the?
Right, an old school bench with tables attached.
To sit, so you literally have to be a certain diameter to fit into. Anyways,
Antique. More like, I think I'm gonna break this fucking thing.
have you ever
Wow.
broken a chair?
Of course.
Oh my God.
You can't.
All right, so she says that she'll break all of your antique furniture if you invite her to your house. I don't know why she's telling us this. I'm guessing a lot of people aren't inviting you over after this. It's fine to want more accommodations, but this is very aggressive and demanding.
That's how I got my strength. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Not by physically breaking a chair, but the dignity that you have to have.
Yeah.
Coming back up after breaking a chair
get yourself
in
up.
front of a group of people
Yes.
is the
Like a
kind...
phoenix rising from the ashes.
Absolutely.
It definitely requires a lot of mental strength to overcome the embarrassing situation, for sure.
Yeah,
It's-
pulling yourself out of the rubble.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a hand first.
There's just rubble and a bunch of dust, and you see your hand punch up through the dust.
And then you come out ash driven.
When you,
Face covered in ash.
as a fat person, when you break a chair in front of other people, the way you have to roll off the wreckage.
These two are pretty funny. I just wish they wouldn't be so aggressive about demanding the chairs in my house or whatever. Like,
Straight back up, baby. You can't get straight back
The way you have to roll off the wreckage onto your elbows and knees, and to watch the chair owner, and if it's a good chair owner,
If it's a good chair.
to watch the chair owner go, oh, there was something already kind of off with that chair.
that's what a good friend does. They're like, oh, yeah, man, that chair's always been kind of rickety.
If there's already a little screw
And you know,
loose and
when you go,
wobbly.
well, I sat down on it, it felt fine.
Okay.
There was nothing off with the chair when I touched it.
Okay, those two are actually pretty funny, but they did go on to make some pretty ridiculous demands. You need to have chairs in your house large enough to accommodate the largest person that you've ever seen. Not that you know, that you've ever seen. Why? Why? Can't I just get furniture to accommodate the people that I know? And then she went on to say that if you have antique furniture, she will break it. All right, I'm guessing we're not getting invited to a lot of people's houses after that. Next.
I'm not going to hold your hand when I say this because your hands should be filled with books.
What? At all times? Do we have to actually read any of them, or? Okay, my hands should be filled with books 24/7. How am I gonna eat dinner? How am I gonna get anything done?
Skinny phobia is not real. Oh, I am going to be as empathetic as I can when I say this because I do feel sympathy and empathy for anyone who has gotten bullied before. Skinny phobia is not real because there is not a systematic oppression towards skinny people just because they are skinny. You can have been bullied for being skinny as well. That would go under body shaming.
Some people think that body shaming is body shaming. Whether somebody's making fun of you for being skinny or for being larger, it all hits just the same. I don't know why we have to act like one is more valid or important than the other.
You can be shamed for the body that you're in. You can be teased and you can have trauma from bullying and teasing. And I feel like no one should have to have been teased as a child or been teased at any phase in their life. I'm going to be a little biased when I say this because I was a fat kid who grew up who was teased and pressed a lot. I don't think that being teased as a fat kid is on the same level as being teased as someone who's skinny.
Why? Isn't it mean? Doesn't it suck for the person being teased just the same? Why is one supposedly more valid than the other?
And I honestly think it's just because fat phobia is a thing and you get a lot more oppression for being fat. If you have been bullied for your body at any size or shape, I do feel for you and my heart is with you.
If we're going to combat body shaming, we should probably apply the rules consistently across the board. There are so many videos from people just like the one that we just saw. It's very confusing. If this type of body shaming is not okay, wouldn't it make sense that all body shaming is not okay? I just want to be fair and consider everyone's perspective and apply the rules evenly. Next.
It is for real cartoonish the way you people act in the comments. I made a video a couple weeks ago saying that it's insane that I, at a size 18, the average size of the American woman.
I've heard various things. I've heard the average woman is between a size 12 and 14, a 14 and 16, a 16 and 18. These figures keep changing. I don't know what's actually accurate at this point.
Can't wear towels at gyms. I'm too big as an average sized woman to wear a robe or a towel at a...
Okay, well, like I said, I've heard a lot of different figures for what the average size is these days. My gym doesn't have towels at all, or even a shower or anything like that. I don't know why we would need a shower at the gym. Just go there and lift the weights or do your exercise and leave.
Gym or a spa. And I mentioned, I was like, oh, it's like Brandy Melville sizing. This is ridiculous. The skinny women got in my comments like, actually, I think it's disgusting that a woman could even get that big. Take hold of yourself.
Is that what they said?
Care for your health. I'm a size 0, and this has never happened to me. Why doesn't anyone care if I, a very small woman, can wear things that I don't drown
Are you alright, dude? You gonna be okay?
in? What would compel you to comment that on my video?
Did anybody actually comment that? Because you've said a lot of really outrageous and ridiculous things in the past, so it seems like you like to exaggerate.
What would compel you to let it come out of your mouth at all? I don't know. But on my video about
On your video? How dare they?
being bigger and things not fitting me, you're like, well, actually, one time somebody told me to eat a hamburger and I've been crying ever since. Skinny people deserve more rights.
Are you okay?
Get
Alright, so that person is spiraling. Again, we've covered this person in the past before, and they've said a lot of very outrageous things. If the average woman is a size 18, I don't know why they don't have any size 18 towels at your local gym. I didn't know that towels came in different sizes. I thought one towel would pretty much fit everybody, so I learned something new today. Next.
The obesity epidemic is out of control! Okay, so we're gonna make companies stop producing food that's purposely addictive, right? No, those-
You want to make companies stop producing addictive food. That's your solution. So no more sweets, no more super delicious anything, because some people go completely off the rails with this particular substance. It needs to be outlawed.
No, those fat need to learn self-control. Okay, so we're gonna address food deserts and access to fresh foods, right?
Well, I mean, I guess I get it in the sense that, like, in food deserts, you can't get healthy food, but you might be able to get junk food still, so I get that point. When you're living out in the sticks, oftentimes you don't have access to fresh produce and actual healthy food, so you're stuck buying a bunch of processed, pre-made stuff. I agree, we do need to address that.
No, in fact, we're gonna take food stamps away just before the holidays. That'll make those fat lose weight. Oh, okay. Well, how about at the very least that we make places more walkable so that fat people can walk around more?
It's the addictive food, it's the walkable cities, it's this, that, and the other thing. Is any of it our own doing? There are plenty of places that you can go and walk for free. I don't think you need an entire city that is walkable.
Places more walkable so that fat people can walk around more? No, they should work out at home. I don't want to see that in public.
Make places more walkable. What does that even mean? I have been to countless places that have a sidewalk. If there's a sidewalk, the place is walkable. This isn't the same as like wanting more public transit or something. Dude, this city isn't even walkable at all. Watch what happens when I try to take a step. Let me just go ahead and walk this. I'm sorry that you had to see my leg and to learn that I'm wearing gym shorts. I only have to wear a polo up here. Dude, this city isn't walkable at all. I went to take a step and my leg exploded. What? Even places that aren't cities are walkable. Where did you go where there were no sidewalks? You can literally walk and exercise anywhere you want.
It sounds like you're not really interested in fixing the obesity epidemic. It sounds like you just want to punish people out of existence. What?
Who is this addressed to? Who wants to punish people out of existence?
Whatever makes it so that I don't have to see them in public anymore. I know. What about a PR campaign that says...
Okay, and then it cut off abruptly. She said, I know. What about a PR campaign that... And then it cut off right there. Okay, so that was very interesting, and I came to learn that some cities are not walkable, and that's what's causing the obesity epidemic. If I want to go for a walk, I'm just going to go for a walk. I can't see us making a whole lot of positive changes in our lives if we keep blaming every single aspect of ourselves on something external. Next.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm a nurse educator, and
Hi, Andy.
I am currently in the process of reviewing an online learning module for implicit bias that we are considering assigning to some of our staff at the hospital that I work at. In the module, in the section on weight discrimination, it literally uses discriminatory language. They use the terms obesity, obese, and severe obesity multiple times.
Well, I don't believe the term obese or obesity is discriminatory language. Doctors have been using that to describe people with an excess of adipose tissue for many, many years. I don't think that doctors are perpetuating some sort of bias.
This language pathologizes fat people and is rooted in language based on the BMI tool.
Right, it pathologizes obesity because the medical field long ago considered obesity to be a medical condition. Therefore, it is pathologized, which means that it has medical terms to describe it, or is considered a medical condition.
This is a tool that was originally created based on white European men and was never meant to be used as a population level tool that applies to women or people of different ethnicities.
I don't know about that. I don't think that the BMI was created specifically for one certain group of people. I think it's based on a mathematical calculation, something to do with the ratio of your height to weight.
So if we are going to work to dismantle implicit bias, let's start with not using discriminatory language.
It's medical language to describe a medical condition.
Please don't use the term obese or obesity when you're talking about fat folks.
You would prefer the term fat instead of the medical term that your doctor's been using to describe this condition. Okay, and then she came around to suggest that we use the term fat instead. Okay, so we should go to the doctor's office, and when they're like, according to this, you have stage 2 obesity. I don't know if it comes in stages. I thought I would just throw that in there to be cute. You should correct the doctor and be like, actually, doctor, the term obese is highly offensive. Call me fat. And then your doctor's going to be like, what? I'm not doing that. This is a professional medical setting. I am not calling you that. It's really bizarre to consider the term obese to be offensive when it is literally just a medical term. That's like getting offended at the term multiple sclerosis or something like. So personally, I disagree with all of the aforementioned, but what do you think? Should you get chairs large enough to accommodate the biggest person that you've ever seen for your house? Is skinny phobia not real? And is the term obese actually offensive? Leave a comment below.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.